And here we are. What's up, everybody?
Hey,
I am joined by my two favorite Ecuadorians, Evelyn and Corey. How you guys been?
good.
Good.
First off, I just want to say that it's like 95 degrees here right now, and it's May, and it's usually not this hot out.
Right.
And we don't have our air conditioner in, so I am just sweating profusely. But how do you live in Ecuador? Do you ever get used to the excessive heat, like all the
It's
time?
not that bad right now here in Ecuador. There's two seasons. Their winter is during our summer, and it's not too bad this time of year. So,
Because Corey, you're from like Long Island and Washington, so you're used to like cooler climates. You're good with it.
oh yeah, I mean, I get used to it. I've gotten used to it. So over the
Well,
years,
we also live right in front of the beach, so there is always this breeze over.
yeah, we have the ocean breeze, which is nice.
I mean, we're by the beach too, but it's not helping me much right now. I'm just saying, like it's. I'm like
Yeah.
losing it.
But we live like right on the ocean, and being right here, you have a lot of the sea breeze. If you go like into the cities like of Guayaquil or other places of Ecuador, it's like drastically different in terms of like the heat and stuff. So it's not as bad here.
Well, you both look fantastic, so something's agreeing with you. All right, so what's going on with the bar and what happened? Because I see that like a lot of people have questions about it, and can you walk us through like what happened, why it had to get teared down, why you're rebuilding it, and that whole story?
Do you want to go?
I'll let you start off with it because I mean it's your family's situation. Everything that's been happening. You were there when they started it, everything like that. So I think it'd be good for you to take it off maybe, and then
Yeah. Well, my family basically started the tourism in that place, because there was nothing going on there more than just shrimp farms back in the day. And then the shrimp farms did not be good, so they were in bankruptcy. So the whole thing was shut down, and there was like empty buildings there. It was like there was nothing going on the beach.
all of the shrimp that were here in Ecuador, they got like a virus or something, and
They
it killed
died.
off a majority of them. So all the businesses that used to do the production of the shrimp and whatnot, they all went out of business. So during that time, like
Yeah,
Evelyn
so
was saying,
17 years ago, my family started putting a little like shack for people to eat fried fish with rice and beans. Like that was what they were selling back in the day.
and they were the only people on this beach. Like it wasn't known for tourism or anything. Nothing was there. Yeah.
But now the
And like, how close was like that to like where you're living now? Is like that like in the same like property type of thing? Like,
well, no, where we live in a place called Puerto, which is a fishing port where the waves are, because we surf. So we
There's
live
there's
like,
two different sections of Ingabao. There's Puerto Ingabao, which is where they do their fishing, and where there's the wave to surf, which is like we live right in front of that wave. And then there's Ingabao, same like little area, but just different sections. And Ingabao is like I don't know, a 10-minute drive from where we're located right
yeah, it's
Okay.
very close. But I grew up there. Now I live in Puerto, but I grew up there. So the government at that time, they gave these properties for kind of thing. And my family even have some certificate papers saying those spaces were given for tourism. But then this super rich guy, like bad kind of rich person, got the properties behind. And there was all this talk, and they were saying like your properties start from after the restaurants. But we have all these people that had gathered around to try to get us removed. So we have the bars. I started the bar first, and we have talked this so
Right.
many times.
Right.
Because Corey has said things on like on TV. He said that he gave me money for this, but he was just over reacting and over making this story
I
out.
would first like to say
So-
that their family started the restaurant 17 years ago. They were, like Evelyn was saying, the only people there on the beach, and it wasn't easy for them. They didn't have electricity. They didn't
No
have
water.
water,
We had to
and
care for the house.
so there's so much work that went into this, and they were literally the first ones that brought any kind of people to that beach. And if you can imagine building your clients and everything for 17 years, and then during that time, as you guys know, we started the cocktail bar, right? So
Yeah, the
I'm
bar.
sorry, I am dying. I am hot. Keep going.
But that bar was started about
6 years
years ago now. And there's actually a law in Ecuador that says if you are in a place for more than 5 years, they're not supposed to be able to remove you. Like that's
Yeah, so the space was given by them, but since this is a comuna, you don't really buy a property, they always own it. It's like a native land kind of thing.
you don't buy the property.
You
Right.
do
You
but
pay money
don't-
for it,
You
but
never get like a
Yeah.
legit paperwork.
And the bar was the bar connected to the restaurant?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically
And
an expansion to
Yeah.
the restaurant.
And then this guy, this very rich, he had a property behind it. He bought it, but the property was higher. But he took down all the dirt underneath to be behind us, and then said that we were covering his view. And then there was all these people gathered around saying that they wanted to create a green area where we were, where the bar was. They were like, "No, we want to put trees in the right where she is." And I'm like, "Why do you want to put trees?"
It was all just a
a
bunch of
business.
people seeing a business
Being
thriving
successful
and becoming successful. So they were trying to come up with any and all reasons to remove us. Oh, let's make it a green area. Let's put a station for an ambulance to be able to park
Yeah,
there
they
in
always
case
were
somebody
saying
were to
they
drown.
were
Let's do this.
something.
They've been saying this for years that they've been
Yeah.
trying to
For-
remove
But
the bar.
for the last
But-
year was very bad.
Yeah.
And I was dealing with like so much anxiety and headaches over this because I was just saying like, how can these people try to do this when we create this tourism? Really, like that's how we
People
really go
come
above and
to
beyond.
that beach just to see Cocktails de Periso, the bar that on Evelyn's family's restaurant. That's why a lot of these people come to the beach. It's because Evelyn's family, they have clients over the 17 years
their
that they've
food
been
is
doing
so
this.
good.
Their food is really good. And of course, people are going to want to come to see us from the show sometime.
Right.
Want to see the bar.
How many people? First of all, I have a question from somebody. Hi, John, Corey, and Evelyn. You're one of my favorite couples. Love you guys. Evelyn, I want to ask you a question. Has Laura ever apologized to you?
Never. And she never.
I
will.
would say don't hold your breath for that one.
A person that believes her lies. So I'm sure that in her brain she probably thinks that it's me who needs to apologize to her, probably, because she's.
Oh
crazy.
yeah, the whole world owes her an apology, but that's a different thing. It's like you guys were saying. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. Well, so now that they see that we've been doing so good, now these people just want what we have, and they came around and we're saying all these things. So in Ecuador, it's very beautiful country and all that, but it's very corrupt. So you cannot really fight with fishes that are that big when they can pay lawyers, when they can pay judges, when they can pay everything. And I actually got a judge, and he said, "No, don't you worry. I know you. We're gonna make sure that it's justice. I know you've been working there. You're a hard worker, all that." But then the guy show up, talked to him, since he has so much money. Immediately, he did a whole different paperwork and gave him the rights to the business.
Evelyn had herself a lawyer. She was paying the lawyer and all of these things. And in the end, it was just like not worth the fight that we're not going to win anyways, most likely. And it's
When
crazy.
did this first happen? Like when did you first? There's a problem. How many months ago?
The last year.
Was it last year?
No, but before that, there's been envy. There's been people that are envious of a thriving restaurant. Like I've seen it all, man. There's a restaurant literally next door to us, and they stole our cocktail menu, copied every drink, and subtracted 50 cents per drink. And
Wow, they really did you dirty like that. That's crazy.
Oh man, and it's just so crazy that and that restaurant has actually been the ones that started the push to have us removed.
Yeah.
Just based off of envy, I think, and they didn't like seeing the thriving business. But what people don't understand here is it's good when businesses are doing well. It's good because it's going to bring more people to the beach, and then those people are going to spend money, and it's just going to grow. But
I offered things to the government. I told them, like, if you want to put plants in here, I'm going to put plants all around the beach. Like, you tell me what you want. I say, if you want to sell it, if you want to pay more money for this property, like, let me but they didn't want anything
I
because
mean-
they had their deal with the guy behind. And then we found out there was a paperwork signed between 5 people from the government. There was signed saying that they were giving that property to him, and that paperwork was never talked to any one of us. It was just presented. It was an under the table contract that they did
So
in 2019, and we just found 2020, sorry, and we just found out about it this year. And that was just
basically
crazy.
it was a number of people that wanted us gone. It started out with one of the restaurants that works literally right next door to Evelyn's family's restaurant. They had been pushing to get us removed, but you know, we've been there for 6 years now. This should have been done during the first year. So
Right.
Yeah,
the
there was
fact,
never a problem until
yeah.
we became
but
big.
until we became big. So once we got on TV and once more people started knowing about it and once word got out and we slowly did start, we had a good business making good cocktails and you know, as the business started growing, that was when people were like, okay, wait a minute, we're seeing these guys become successful at making a business that's thriving, and it's getting every year it's getting better and better. We got to get these guys removed. And
it was very stressful and very hurtful to see it get turned down because the work that has been put in there is so much, and just to be taken just like that, like at least we can come back from it. Like this time, thanks to my lawyer, I was able to get another spot a little bit farther from the beach in the same.
the
in the
problem
same
with
area.
that spot is it's not as good of a location.
It's not as
because-
good of a location,
Yeah.
but I'm making
How
some-
so? Like, is it not as close to the water, or?
right in front of the water, but it's not right in.
There's the
like-
main road that comes directly to the beach. We were right on. Everybody who comes to the beach will see us as they enter the beach before, but now we're down a few more blocks, still directly in front of the ocean, but we're not in front of that main street anymore where everybody will drive past. So now it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's just harder for people to see us, and you know, it's all about location when it comes. A big part of it is when it comes to businesses. Is
So you're kind of at the entry to the beach where everybody, like, you know, parks and
right
goes, and now you're
Where?
off the beaten path a little bit.
now we're just a little further down, which you know, I mean, we're gonna put up signs and stuff like that, so people, there will be the recognition there. But I mean, it is gonna be a little bit more difficult not having the location that we did in the past.
And also, it's been annoying because of the pandemic, we were closed for 4 months, and then we've been closed for like a month, and then again open for 2 months, and then closed again because we've been with all these laws. And then right now, it was again closed for a month. But then they came and tore it apart before we even were able to finish building the other place. So right now, the beaches are open again, but we cannot work. So we've been like not really making money from the bar anymore.
Right.
So
It's
now-
been a long
yeah.
time since we've actually made any kind
Now,
of money.
thanks to my lawyer, I got the other spot, and this time I'm building it full on. It's just mine. I'm putting all the money because
We're talking a lot.
over here is broke.
We're talking about a lot of money. We're not talking
We're
about a
talking
small
about
amount.
like
30.
well, it contains to the restaurant. It'll be like a $30,000 investment that I'm doing
Yeah.
in the other.
Well,
the
it's not
other
just.
business.
It's going to be a bar and restaurant.
Yeah,
so
so my investment is probably like $15K. At this time, I have already spent like 10.
and it's also connected to another restaurant that is another, a part of her family as well.
Yeah.
And so we're going full on. It's we're hoping that it's going to be the nicest
Beach bar in the country.
beach bar at least on the coast of Ecuador.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
So-
do you have any, like, do you know what they're planning to do with that land that they took from you? Like, are they going to build their own little bar there and just to spite you?
Say he's gonna do a karaoke bar, which
I have a theory that he's actually gonna put another cocktail bar there and make it look similar to what we had. Maybe instead of calling it Cocteles del Paraíso, he'll call it Cocktails Paraíso or something. I don't know. I just got that feeling that
we don't know.
it
but
wouldn't surprise me.
That was my first thought, like, because, it seems like they're out to get you a little bit.
Totally.
Yeah,
Of
they've
course.
been like that. They've
Yeah.
been trying to stop us in every way. Now I decided they were putting this horrible roof, and I say I'm not gonna put that roof. And they are trying every day just to come up, like to put obstacles on our growth. And I don't understand why people is like that.
I mean, it's ridiculous how people, a lot of people, it seems that they don't want to see you fail, and I don't know why that is. I mean, you talk about haters and all these. Like when we first started the bar,
When
There was
first started,
people
everyone was so
that
happy about
have
it.
never even been. We had 5-star ratings like
All
all the time. Like there was on Google, we had 5-star ratings. Not one
That's
person.
impossible to keep that up.
And
Till
then
we get to
we
the
got
show.
on the show, and then it was like 1-star rating, 1-star rating. Oh, the steak was undercooked. I'm like, dude, we don't serve steak here. This is a seafood restaurant. So
Yeah.
people were just making a bunch of false reviews just to bring down the ratings. And it's like, man, I can't believe the extent that people will go just to bring people down. It's unbelievable.
For no reason.
Yeah.
And clearly people who had never been there before.
Oh, they had never been there before.
Yeah.
All the people that are rating it low, it's just they're not people who have ever eaten there, and it's just people that want to make our lives harder. I don't know why, but that's the reality. That's how it is.
Anyways, we're excited for the future. We're looking forward for what is coming. Yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing. We also have another properties right now. We got another property right in front of the beach in Puerto, where it's the surfing town. So we're expecting to build something there next year. So we're just looking forward, and whatever life comes through us, we're just trying to jump around it.
Yeah, you will be seeing
yeah.
here within the next year or so. We're going to be doing a really big project.
And we're gonna have a house.
Really big, nice project that
And it's gonna have a guest room.
Airbnb style, mini resort style thing. We're not sure exactly how it's going to go yet, but we've got all the designs laid out of what we're going to build and
it has a guest room for you and Cody.
Yeah.
Well, that's all that matters, really. That's it. about how long is it going to take for you to get like the new bar off the ground? Like when do you think it'll be ready?
Well, probably finally built like a month, but till it's actually open, probably 2.
Probably, yeah, she's been going hard. Like,
2 months or 2 years?
We're talking
it's 2
soon.
months.
Oh, so you'll have it like it could be possibly up and running in 2 months?
Yeah,
that's the
Oh,
goal.
that's fast.
Is we're trying to like start from the very beginning. So like manage basically the restaurant and basically, I don't know, your family has had their ways of running a restaurant, for 17 years. So we're going to try and change that a little bit to make it more upscale. The most we can. I have a lot of experience in restaurants and in the bar industry, and Evelyn does as well. So we're going to do our best to manage that and run the bar section.
I might have to move down there and be your bar manager because I have lots of experience in the bar world too. So you might have to just keep me in a guest room there for a little bit.
Volunteers.
Totally, we're gonna do that. We're gonna be on what's that site?
Workaway.
We're gonna be on Workaway, and exactly that's what we're gonna do. So if you want to come down, have a place to stay, and
have a lot of people from from the States. Sorry, I have all my windows open, so you're gonna pick up all my background sound. Have a lot of people from the States come down to see you, like there, or like a lot of people from Ecuador.
Yeah, people from the USA come, and people from Ecuador.
They even come to our house. Like
that is just weird. I don't like.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
To me, I'm not going downstairs. Sometimes I do, but the last times I don't, because one time we weren't even here, and these people came all the way upstairs because the owners of the house where we live thought that they were like family or something. They're like, oh yeah, just go upstairs. They were upstairs in our house.
Yeah.
I think that just crossed lines.
It does definitely cross lines for sure.
Because it's just weird.
I
mean, cool when they come to the bar and stuff. Like we're happy to meet. We're happy to meet.
Well, that's one thing. But like, don't become knocking on my window. My house. Hey, guys. That's weird.
Hey, can we hang out? Can we come upstairs?
Yeah. I personally feel uncomfortable. Like I like meeting people, and I'm like, oh, cool, that's awesome. We'll take a picture, and that's it. But to me, it's like if I'm like drinking or something, like I want to be able to hang out with my people without being watched all the time.
You just don't know the kind of. You just don't ever know the kind of people. You really don't know. Like.
But here in Ecuador, it's not so big, the show. But I'm planning on going to the USA this year, hopefully. And we'll see how it goes there, because Corey says that it's big in the USA, blah, blah, blah. So
well, Corey, you've been down there for quite a while now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been trying
Evelyn's like, go see your family. Go visit. Go home.
It's been difficult for me because the pandemic hit. It put me in a situation with my visa to where if I leave, I may not be able to come back for a while. So I'm like, trying to get that figured out now because I don't want to be. If I leave, I want to be able to make sure I can get back into here because
it's just a few months.
It really did screw up everything. The pandemic because
Well, especially with building a new business now, I would want to be able to come back and see what's going on.
Yeah, but it's me building it, not him.
My main concern would
Evelin,
be
you're too much. I love you.
it's Evelyn's business. It's her thing. I'm just helping. I'm just helping out wherever I can. I'm supporting her in that way.
Because it's extremely annoying when you do all the work and you put all your effort in something, and then people just think that it's somebody else's business. It's not. It's my thing.
This time she's
Corey did make clear that in his post that I posted that it was your money, Evelin. No. Yeah. No.
Corey doesn't really approach it that well. I don't know if it's just I just don't understand why you do that because it's clearly my.
John just said that I made it very clear that
in the video that I posted that when you did the video and you were showing like the debris of like of what was left.
I've made it very clear that this is your project and I'm just helping.
It just needs to get to TV because if you get.
Do I need to read it out loud? Hold on. Let me go to the facts. Let me find it. What did Corey say? Corey said, oh shit, now I gotta go Corey's page. Hold on. Let me look at it. Where is it? Where is Corey's post about that? Do you still have it up, Corey?
I should. I mean, there was a couple posts I did actually.
Let's see. I see your toilet paper thing, which was actually pretty cool. I couldn't do that. I was. Now, both of you guys, while I'm looking for this, both of you guys had Corona, yeah? How you guys doing with that? Like, how is Ecuador doing with that now?
Well, we were on lockdown for the last month, but right now it's more like open. But there's a lot of people dying still. It's horrible. Like I have friends that have died. I have family that have died. So it's very real here. Like that is for sure.
I think what you're talking about, the post I made, I think that was just that was a story.
It was a story because that's why I can't find it. But I remember reading that Corey did say that it was your money, Evelin.
Yeah.
It was. That's what I know. I read that.
Yeah, I made sure to. I did post another thing a while ago talking about my properties and how that was an actual post I made and just explaining that they are my properties. There was confusion before.
I mean, if I was a gold digger, I would probably take it, but I'm not. I mean, there's no gold here. If it was, I'll be like, sure,
Corey, how's the Spanish doing?
It's still really bad. I bought Rosetta Stone though, so I actually just did. Like last week, I bought it, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Evelin, how's the Spanish doing?
It's very basic. Like the thing is that I'm happy he's learning now, but still it needs so much more to go because we want to be. I mean, I'm not okay just with him being able to talk to a tourist person like, "Hi, where are you from?" I'm from here. Blah, blah. Like I need him to be able to. Okay, Corey, I need you to go talk to the workers about this construction because I cannot go there today, or like take care of the distributors for something. Like things that are more important, he wouldn't be able to fully do it yet, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, I understand a lot more than
before.
I do understand a lot more than before, and I think I understand a lot more than Evelin realizes too.
Well, it's hard. Like I was originally going to be a Spanish teacher when I went to college. I had like 30 credits in Spanish, and like how I could understand Spanish really well, and I could read it really well, and I could write it really well. But when it came to speaking, like off the tongue, like I had to like phrase a sentence in my head or write it down and then say it. So that was always and then I couldn't really get my shit together, and I changed it to history, and that was that.
If you drink, it gets better, doesn't it?
And I could not roll my R's, and that was like a big red flag. They're like, yeah, you can't roll your R's, so that's horrible. So you really can't.
When I was in high school, I took Spanish, 2 classes of Spanish, and I got A's in both of them. I don't know what happened, but
you probably did paper stuff.
How's your dad? Because your dad was sick too, right, with COVID. So how's he doing?
Yes, he was, and that was horrible. Because
Evelin hired a private nurse to always be in their house and everything.
Yeah, thank God.
With your money, Evelin?
with her money as well.
I'm just fucking with you.
Evelyn's rolling in the dough now. The OnlyFans money, right?
The OnlyFans has been a blessing. I've been able to do so many things that have been important. I even now living. Corey and I split everything 50-50, but most of the time it's just me paying for things because he always forgets his wallet magically.
Well, Corey, you have the OnlyFans too. Do you not do as well as Evelyn?
Do nearly as well as Evelyn does. I mean, I've done okay.
But he does good, and
Yeah.
he has good buyers. They like and gifts and stuff.
That's funny because, like, you know, most of the I was saying this on my last live, like 95% of my audience is women. So you would think that, like, oh, you know, you're a good looking guy, so
yeah.
You know?
I don't know, like, I think that's more of like a male thing, and I just I don't know. It's more of for Evelyn. I just feel like it's I don't know easier.
I don't know. I mean, it all depends. I guess men like to pay more for like content like that.
I don't really. I guess I don't really put as much effort into that I could have. I don't know.
Should, but it's stressful. Like,
it is stressful.
To go there and answer 50 DMs after a tired day of work. It's stressful. You have to engage, and it's complicated sometimes.
How do you feel? Because, like, you know, a lot of the cast members are on OnlyFans. Does your stuff? I know Avery just went through a lot of crap with her stuff being leaked. Does your stuff get leaked? Like,
I mean, I saw once a link where few of my pictures were posted there, but to me, it's like every picture I take, I know that it can be leaked. Like if they're complaining, stupid at this point because they know these things just happen.
I mean, I put the disclaimer though, saying like if anything gets leaked, it could technically they could get in trouble for it, and it could be a big fine for them and stuff. From my understanding, that's the way it is. Like they're not supposed to be able to leak any of that content.
My advice is if you do OnlyFans, is to make sure you're doing a picture that you're okay with being leaked later.
But we're not. We're not able to do anything that's like pornographic and that kind of stuff. It's literally
we got
like
our contracts
we're not supposed to be doing those kinds of.
Well, yours is more like tasteful, like, you know, like
exactly
artsy.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
because at the end of it all, if we get fired because doing nudes on OnlyFans, like we are losing way more than what we're winning by selling those pictures because we can. I mean, we want to continue to keep our. The thing is, with our contracts, we don't even decide to keep it going. They decide for us if they want to keep standing it for like little thing here and there, whatever. So we don't want to lose it. We gotta keep it as long as it can be kept, you know, because it helped us to. This year there was with the pandemic, like if it wasn't for like the Love Games show and the quarantine shows we were doing, like that helped us a lot through.
How did you like the Love Games?
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was very fun.
Yeah.
Of course, it gets edited.
Evelyn got really upset there because.
Oh my God, they kept trying so hard on pushing the Larissa thing. I was hating it.
That's not what I was referring to. I was referring to us not winning, but she really upset.
Oh, I'm so bad at competitions. Like,
oh, I know. I'm the world's worst. Like if I'm in it, like I have to win. Like, you know, I'm that way.
Yeah.
I am the world's worst loser.
Me too.
Yeah, like.
And was supposed to come. Like they wanted her to come back, you know, and talk about things that had happened, but Evelyn literally she just left and didn't come back, and I was just sitting there awkwardly, like, okay, we lost, and they're like, go get Evelyn. We need to continue filming some stuff, and I'm like, Evelyn's in the ocean right now.
She's done. She's out.
Not coming back. I was just like,
it was so obvious. Like that was they robbed us on the last one. That's for sure. Because
how did you feel like going up against like Colt and Debbie, who obviously know everything there is to know about each other?
To me, when I saw Colt and Debbie, I was like, oh my God, it's the people I've been watching on TV, you know, before I even got on TV. Like when we started first talking, I was like, oh my God, it's June Jay's talking. Way before we even thought about getting into the show. And I mean, Colt and Debbie are very nice people. And you always, sometimes like we make these ideas of people because we see them on TV. But once you meet them, you know
No, I love Debbie. You know, I know a lot of people think I don't like. You know, I have some mixed opinions about Colt, but I really do like Debbie. And I was just like thinking, fair game wise, because you're a competitor, right? Didn't you think it might have been like a little unfair to have someone like Colt, mother and son team together who haven't, you know, all the other couples are couples who haven't known each other their whole entire lives. That was my point, as opposed to, you know, someone who they've lived together their whole entire life, 30 years.
And it's a game show that's about ratings, and they want people to watch. And Colt and Debbie are a big couple, so that's going to bring in the ratings. That's going to bring in viewership. Of course, they're going to have them. We were opposed to it. We were like, wait a minute, this isn't okay. Like, how can they do that? But in the end, we don't make the rules. It's there. It's all about, you know, it's all about putting on a good show and what people want to see, and people want to, you know, Colt and Debbie are a huge couple. So that, I mean, not a couple, but like,
well, they pretty much, you know, they just,
what I'm trying to say, they are,
yeah, no, I hear you. I think everybody hears you. Yeah. How'd you feel about Libby and Andre winning? Did they deserve it?
Oh my God, I really don't like that couple. I just think that guy he is so annoying, and I am thinking, why do people hate on me so much? And there it goes, all this stupid woman who just justify bad behavior from guys, like all the time. Because to me, he speaks to me the way he speaks to her. He will be slapped right there. He'll be like, you don't speak to me like that. But everybody does whatever. And for some reason, people like it because they keep coming back to happy all the time.
I don't know why. I honestly don't. I mean, they've had the same storyline ever since they've been on. It's always about him being unemployed and him asking the family for help and then them fighting. I mean, it's been the same exact storyline 4 years in a row now.
I feel like light me up on fire if I say, Corey, I want your mom to give me $100,000 service. They will light me up on fire, like, for sure. But for him, they're like, oh no, you have help.
For some reason, they like them as a couple and they keep bringing them back. Why do you think they won love games? They like them as a couple, and that's, you know, what brings in the views, you know. So.
And I watch their scenes, and I'm like, I don't buy it. Like the $100,000, I don't buy any of it.
I don't know why people like watching it, but to be honest, that's why.
I
that's why they made it to the finals. That's why they won.
The single life show was, because I have watched the shows, but the single life, I like that.
Yeah, that was it.
I mean, watching Danielle again, I'm like, oh my God, Danielle.
Yeah, no, that, like, I kind of gave the app a lot of crap because I didn't just want to watch another 15 spinoffs. But I have to say, now that I started watching it, the single, yeah, it's better. I have to say, I didn't want to cave, but I caved. And here we are. All right, Catherine has another question about Laura. Hold on. John, I have a question for you, Corey and Evelin, and Laura on your show. Oh God, that would never happen. For you, can you have Corey, Evelin, and Laura on your show together and try to get Laura to apologize? What do you guys think on that one?
That would definitely bring in the bucks, but they don't like mixed couples, from my understanding.
I mean, she says,
no, like to have Laura on with all of us to try and weasel an apology out of her.
Oh, that would be something.
I mean, I can tell you how that will go before it even starts. I'm gonna start saying gonna get nasty. Wouldn't be.
But it's been quiet. Like, she doesn't. Does she? I haven't seen anything. Does she? She doesn't really screw with.
The honest truth, we don't really know because she's blocked us, or we blocked. I don't know. We're not able to see what she posts.
Fans sending me messages and like pictures of her commenting and saying a bunch of stuff. Like, I mean, right now we cannot really reveal everything, but soon everyone is gonna know what the real things are. But she's not part of our lives. I hope I never see her face again. I really hope she doesn't get into single life. Her fingers.
Oh God, that would be a curse.
She's really pushed that love thing with that guy. So
still, that same one. I don't even want to say the name because I don't want people to run there.
Yeah,
that same one from.
Well, I think it's the same because we watched Bear Soul, and she was talking about like a younger guy and this and that, and I was like,
yeah, I don't know.
The funny thing about that guy is that a blogger, right? And it was all to get like, you know, her on that quarantine thing and have a sexy young boyfriend, and then that young guy he was so pissed that they only showed his like chest and they blurred his face out. He ran to every other page. Oh, please post my picture now, please.
It's
Like,
me.
we didn't.
I with the
I'm the
blur
one.
face.
What a joke that was. Have you ever run into the chef guy? Have you ever seen him in passing at all?
Now, after we spoke with you about it, I thank God I haven't seen him anymore. Like, I honestly just want to be away from all the people that are rude like that and just mean and liars. So, I don't know. I like my small circle.
Thank you, Elizabeth. All right. So, and I didn't want to talk about that because her ears are already perked up. Oh, John, Corey, and Evelyn are talking about you. It's going to start like a whole tirade now.
Just hurt. If you start something, it's just hurt because at this point, I'm not going on a fight with anyone anymore. Like, I'm just tired of all those things.
No, I hear you, and I'm with you. I didn't even want to mention her name, but a question. So, all right. I don't want to keep you guys too long because I'm dying. Anything else going on? So you probably can't say this, but will we be seeing you on TLC anytime?
You will be seeing us in more things. I just cannot say when.
Yeah, we're still under contract, so
right. That's why I knew it's kind of like a loaded question that you couldn't answer. But we'll see you again.
Yeah, there's always all these new things that they keep coming on. Like right now, they have like so many more spin-offs and here and there. So
you guys should be on Pillow Talk.
You know what? When we're sitting here watching these shows, 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, whatever, Evelyn is just like always like, boom, just going at like the different.
Yes, not as much for you, Corey, but definitely for Evelyn's take. Because I want to see Evelyn like rip into everybody on like the shows.
She rips into them, and I'm kind of on the side, like, okay, yeah, and then I'll have my little 2 cents or whatever, and then just like, if she doesn't agree with me, she'll tell me what's up, and I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. It would be so funny though. I've always thought that.
But
like,
at the same time,
Evelyn, you would be so good on Pillow Talk.
But at the same time, I stop myself then again.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I've been on this show too. I know that we don't know. Exactly.
Anyways, you're absolutely 100%.
No, yeah, like I just thought of that because like I stopped watching like many moons ago because I just didn't find it entertaining anymore. Because I'd much rather watch you and Corey than Tim and Veronica, or just like you're actually a couple, and you're fiery, and I think you guys would be great on that show. Like I like Lauren and Alex.
She just says it, whatever's on her mind. There's no filter.
Yeah, that's it.
She's very expressive about what she says.
I know, it might be dangerous to be
and no, it's all about what Pillow Talks it is. I'm seriously, so many times I'm like, Evelyn, are you kidding me? You just said that right now.
No. But yeah, that's what's happening here. We are hoping that Corey can get his things figured out so he can go to see his mom because it's time. I've been telling him, but that's just how it is. Some people, it's just works different in families. Like, it's not me. I'm always telling him, like,
of course I want to be able to go see my mom and stuff like that, but right now it's like I don't currently have a visa to be able to come back, so it could cause me a lot of problems.
Evelyn's like, that's fine, we'll work it out later, just go.
Paperwork in order to fix his visa here.
If I can get accepted for residency or whatever it is I'm trying to get, because I don't have
her. Don't lie to him. You know that you need to go to the USA.
I do. No, I know. But if I don't, it would be much better if I could do it while being here instead of in the States. And then when I have a visa, I will feel safe leaving, so I can make sure I can come back.
He needs to get like FBI records to get a visa here. It's a whole deal.
It's a big process.
He needs to go get it there because that's what it is.
But I run the risk of not being able to come back. Evelyn runs the risk of not being able to go there, so we're separated, and we don't know how long that would be.
Well, we don't know yet. Right now, I need to get.
I love you both. Like you guys are. You're like you guys are me and Cody. Like that. You're exactly like us to a T. That's like we're the same couples. Like how we are.
Oh my God! You guys are funny. But it is. We're just trying to keep positive and keep working on things, keep moving forward, trying to have a good time. Let's go to Cancun. That's where we're going to go this year.
Yeah.
If Corey doesn't fix his things with going out of the country, then it's just gonna be me going there with my sisters, probably a girls trip. Let's go. Let's go have a fun time in Tulum.
She's really wanting to go to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico has been calling my name for a long time now.
Well, you guys seem to be doing great, and I love you. Anything else?
I think that's it for now, but I'm sure we're gonna have more lives later when we can talk a little more and give.
Yeah, we just gotta be really careful about like what we're allowed to say and that we still are under that contract. So, do we have more that we'd love to talk about? Absolutely, but are we able to? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm happy to see you both. You're my favorite Ecuadorians, and Corey by way of Ecuadorian. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys in the comments. I'll be live again at 10:15 Eastern with Vanessa's ex-husband. So that should be a fun one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so tune into that one. And what, Evelyn?
I love Vanessa, so hopefully you guys not saying anything bad. I don't know. I just think she's nice.
They just announced, you know, we saw that they got married today. They eloped.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the tell-all soon.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna watch the tell-all right now as soon as I get off with you guys. That way I'm ready for that. And that's it. So thank you, Corey and Evelyn. Love you guys. And everybody, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, John.